Brother Ben here. Brother Ben. Now, Ben got a heck of a program. A lot of people listening to Brother Ben. And Ben tells them about the minister. And Ben tells them about the minister.
So, Brother Ben, you've talked about the digital real estate, right? And you have an international reach. Can you talk about the vision from that angle? And what does adult education look like in this country?
At the root of it, I would say, is what Brother King Randall was saying. I want to start with this. The Honorable Minister Louis Farrakhan said, if I took a picture of this whole room and I showed you the picture, who's the first person y'all gonna look for? Yourself, right? It ain't vanity if you say, I'm look at me, you wanna make sure your hair good, got your shirt on right. He said the reason our children aren't interested in the educational system of today is because they don't see themselves in the picture. So when we see ourselves in the picture, now I'm interested in being at school. Now when I see myself in the picture, I can get the discipline that's needed to not go back and forth with my teacher. And another thing that Brother King Randall talked about is that it's not going to be tolerated at his school. Why? Because it's his school. So when you have the school, you can change it instead of just complaining about somebody else's system. There was a quote I heard one time that said, the youth don't care how much you know, they just want to know how much you care. I'm gonna say that again. The youth don't care how much you know, they just want to know how much you care. We know and they know that Brother King Randall care about him because shoot, he's with them all the time. They done stayed with him. He done taught them all kind of stuff. They probably know what his breath smell like. They know all kind of stuff about him. So they know that he love them. So it has to be rooted in love. It has to be rooted in freedom, justice, and equality, because a lot of the youth, I believe, who are not disciplined, that's just an effect of a deeper rooted cause. This brother didn't wake up a disrespecter of adults. He have seen something over a period of time that has caused him to act out this way. Now he has no respect for authority. Well, what's the root of no respect for authority? How much time do we really have to not just let me give him a write-up? No, let me sit down and talk to him what's really going on at the house. This is what I know Brother King Randall is going to be able to do. And what he has done, I'm sure he goes deep into their stories. It's more than just, oh, this brother acting out, he's a bad brother. No, he's a bad brother. We all have done something bad because of a root cause that probably has been ignored, or we feeling a void, or we trying to fill a void, and that void is me lashing out or fighting somebody. You don't really want to be doing that. That's just your anger that has been built up, and now it's coming out. So I think it being rooted in love, being rooted in who they really are, and showing the people, the students, that, you know, we really care about them. I think that will naturally correct a lot of the problems. Now, to your question, what I also see on a virtual level is really outside of your reading, your writing, and, you know, they say arithmetic and all that, cultivating the God within themselves. I think once you cultivate the God in someone, that alone, they gonna be able to take it from there farther than what I can teach them and what I can give them, because God has put something in all of us that I can't necessarily maybe put in. It's already in them already. The quickening of that spirit just has to be awakened, and then that person will begin to reflect God. It says, let us make man in his image and after his likeness. I'm looking at some of the shirts out there. That's what it say. Well, we have to touch the God that's already laying dormant within them, that has been killed due to misteaching, due to tricknology and things of that nature. So once we give them the knowledge of themselves and the knowledge of God that wakes them up, that alone will make us better human beings, because they're going to now wake up to being creative. They're going to wake up to being producers. They're going to wake up to not being beggars, but somebody that can create something for ourselves. And then they're going to create something we never even thought about. This is how our children are able to be creative far more than what we are. Because if we just teach them and cultivate them, man, there's some ideas in them, man, that's being birthed that we would have said no to, but now we see is working. Social media. They used to get mad at us for being on social media all the time. Well, same way we can't go to the bathroom without our phone. Look at 50 years ago, y'all couldn't go to the bathroom without a newspaper. You on that news, be on that toilet with the newspaper. I'm just on Instagram, getting my news too. It's just on Facebook and Instagram. But it's more advanced today, and we seeing the adults seeing the benefits of social media. Of course, there's many bad benefits and all that type of stuff. That's with everything. But if we just allow them to cultivate and grow on their own without condensing them and putting them in a box, I think that's what I see. And where I see adults in the picture, honestly, a lot of people that's in my digital real estate class are adults. A lot of them are 40, 50, learning social media, and they getting their children involved. And I don't even want to say, 40 and 50 as if that's old, because some of us are 40 biologically, but 20 mentally. Some of us are 60 years old, but because we got raped at the age of 13, we haven't got over that. I'm really still that little girl on the inside at 13. So a lot of them have to be talked to and trained and cultivated and shit, and have that same love for them because they just got a mustache. You just got a mustache, but you still that little boy on the inside. So showing them, it's so many people in my tribe and in a class who 40 years old and say they don't know what their gift is. Like, it's people out here probably today that if I said, what was you born to do? Someone would say, man, I don't know. Because we have come into and we have gotten into a rat race where I'm just going to work, I come home, I eat, I go to bed. Hey, you do your homework? We don't check the homework. You do it? Okay, you did it. Go to bed, get up in the morning, eat breakfast. And we're doing the same thing over and over again. And we never sit down and say, you know what? What was I really put here to do? Was I really put here to just go to work, come home and do nothing? Was I really here to just go and not be productive, not be creative, not produce something that has been brought up in my own mind? So that's what I see for the virtual side, us being able to tap into all of our gifts, all of our purpose. Because even if you're making a lot of money, some of us are fulfilling a physical bank account, but we spiritually bankrupt. And we wondering why we got all this money, but I'm still poor mentally. I'm still miserable. I'm still not happy. They say money don't make you happy. Now, I don't know too much about that. Okay, some of y'all be broke in the mug, and when that money comes, you be happy. But money alone is not going to do it. But making money in a way that is in a line with helping somebody and impacting somebody, man, that makes me happy. And if money don't make you happy and you think money is the root of all evil and all those lies, because it don't even say that, my cash app is $ Brother Bennett. Just shoot it to me then if you don't want it. But no, man, on a serious note, I see that. I see us reaching everybody virtually, as many people as we can, to show them, hey, man, what's your gift? What's your purpose? I'm not saying what you can just do for money, but what can you do that can impact thousands of people when you're gone? Because we all have a finite body. This body is going to eventually go, but there's an infinite wisdom that's inside of us that can live on forever. So the minister says that eternal life is not saying I'm going to physically be here forever, but as long as that truth is here, as long as I stand on that truth, I'm going to be here as well. The things that I build, the things that I say, that I impute in somebody's mind. See, the same way I can have sex with a woman and I live on through the DNA, I live on through my children. Well, there's some women who can't get pregnant, but I can impregnate all these minds with an idea, and if it give birth to something, I'm inside of them. So all of the great leaders that we had, all of the great teachers that we had in the past, they not dead. They living through us because we standing on their shoulders, and that's what I want to do all across the world with the digital school.
Dive to do for self on my own. Bossed up, got a car and a home, and I did it on my phone. I'ma show you how to get it strong, get the bag, and it don't take long, and you don't need a loan. You don't need a boss or a master. Get the right team and it's faster. This a new chapter. Gotta learn the business in the game. Every day, new money, new change. Adapt to the lane. It ain't about the bread, but the brain. Work hard, play hard, new fame. No more chains. No more chains. I'm finna go live. Quit my 9 to 5. Finna go home, boys. Finna be a vibe.